Welcome to Second Take, the show that focuses on the issues behind the news. JSE-listed gold major Goldfields has turned its methane curse at Beatrix Gold Mine into a 200 million rand blessing. Mining Weekly editor Martin Creamer is here to tell us more about this. Welcome, Martin.
Thanks, Shannon.
How does Goldfields plan on turning this curse into a blessing?
You know, whenever we've thought of Beatrix, we've thought of methane gas, and there have been many reports coming out of there of deaths through the methane. Methane gas is a potential killer because it ignites very spontaneously, very quickly, and it can cause explosions. And we see around the world it's normally associated with coal mining. And there's just been a huge tragedy in the United States where 25 people were killed, a lot of tragedies in China. And we have had incidents that have been deadly in Beatrix's gold mine in the Free State, which is a Goldfields mine. But now they're putting a totally new complexion on it, because what they've done is that they're going to channel this gas out of the mine. They're going to pipe it out of the mine, and they're going to flare it. And just for doing that and mitigating climate change, they're going to earn themselves credits, which are carbon credits, of 200 million rand over 7 years.
Now, how will they capture this gas and what will they use it for?
Well, the gas is going to be piped to surface, so there'll be a labyrinth of pipes coming up from the intersections where this gas occurs, and they'll then build the flares on surface, and then, you know, they burn off that gas. But just the action of doing that lowers your greenhouse percentage by, I think, 18.5 times. I mean, it's a massive reduction in the greenhouse gas. The biggest contributor to the greenhouse gas situation is normally carbon dioxide. This is methane, which is worse. So by flaring, they lower the prospect of climate change, etc. But then they want to go further, and they also want to turn this gas to positive account by turning it into electricity. And they believe that they'll be able to do 5 megawatts, which represents about 5% of their needs. And they will produce electricity which will be sufficient to power the high density accommodation, which we used to call hostels in those days, but it's far upgraded these days, and they call it high density accommodation, and also part of the plants.
What sort of cost are they looking at to build a power station, though?
You know, the power station cost is quite low. They're talking about 5 million rand, and they're getting 200 million rand over 7 years. But the biggest initial cost will be, you know, the system of getting the gas out of the mine and building the flares. And that is going to cost them about 42 million rand. But still, you know, an outlay of 42 million rand and a payback of 200 million rand over 7 years is a very good project. In fact, they're talking about it paying for itself in the first year. So that is a good return.
So the payback will be quite short then?
Quite short.
Thank you so much for your time, Martin.
That's a great pleasure, Shannon.
That's the show for today. Join us again next time for more news and insight into what's happening in the mining world.